Welcome everybody, and I'm just thinking, do I have anything to say before we start? I think it's just, enjoy. This is our reward for getting to the end of the week, or if you're watching on the video, it's a reward for getting through whatever you've gotten through that day. There's always stuff to get through, and there's the sound of the bell to say it's yoga time, and it's nice, easeful, restorative yoga time, the best kind. We're going to start seated today in the middle. Probably won't go any higher than this, and we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of love. So sitting cross-legged or whatever's more comfortable for you. If you find that uncomfortable, you can always sit up on a cushion. If you find you're hunching, sit on a cushion, make it easy. So we're just going to soften the knees, give the knees a bit of love, just draw some circles. Give them your attention, We have a lot of complaining for our joints. Knees get a lot of battering, but we just give them a bit of love. Okay. And then we're going to interlink the fingers, breathe in through the nostrils. As you breathe out through the nostrils, also just pushing up through the hands, but keeping the shoulders down. We're not creating tension, we're trying to release tension. So we're just sending those shoulders down, but extending through the arms. And it's almost, when you push the shoulders down, it's like a little bit of a squeeze between the shoulder blades that happens, and a nice opening in the chest. Feel the ribs lifting up. Back of the neck is nice and long, so the chin is slightly tucked in there. And breathe, breathing in, feel the length of the spine. And breathing out. Then we're just going to lean over. So breathe in again. Then we're going to lean over to the left, or whatever side you want to. You can mirror me, or you can go with my instruction. Breathing out, and use the inhale to lift yourself up, and the exhale over to the right. Slowly. Try and keep the sitting bones down, so try not to, roll right over. Inhale up, we're going to do one more each side. Exhale. So we're really extending through the side rather than leaning in a way. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, reaching and extending through the left. And then inhale to the middle, and exhale, lower the arms down. Good. Let the hands rest on the knees. Again. Then we're going to interlink the fingers in front of the body. So we're just going to open up the heart really in the chest, the whole chest cavity. Interlink the fingers in front of you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let the hands come away from your chest. I'm just going to turn to just really demonstrate this kind of space. And as your back comes back, let the head drop. So just let your neck, back of the neck. Also, when you let the weight of the head fall, just expanding the back of the neck. So your chest is dipping back away from the hands, and the hands are reaching forwards away from the chest. You can see, really rounding the back. As you breathe into the chest, and as you breathe out, take the middle of the back, the space right between the shoulder blades, send them back to the wall behind you. But it's all about the breath, really. Good. One more breath in. Expanding in the back, and then on the exhale, release the arms, release the hands. See how that feels? Yeah, have a little bit of a wriggle. Take the hands behind you, interlink the fingers. Just let the hands rest on the back to begin, but really be careful not to let this shoulders creep up. They always want to creep up to the ears. It's like they want to meet up with the ears. So again, think about the spine and the neck. So it's keeping the spine and neck in line with the spine. So you'll be looking at the ground just in front of you rather than looking up. Inhale to the chest. As you exhale, take the hands away from your back. Really feel the shoulders are going back and the chest is coming forwards. Lengthening. Feel that the spine is not just the chest is not just going forwards, it's kind of going upwards. So you really feel that length, that lift, lengthening in the front of the belly there. And opening the front of the shoulders, very important area. If you've been sitting, tapping at a laptop for any part of the day, where you kind of start shortening the front because we start hunching around and rounding the shoulders. One more breath in and release the hands back. While we're here, let's just give the back a little rub. Why not? All about real self-care. Oh, that feels so nice. Give a bit of warmth to that whole lower back area. And then we're going to come into a twist. So take the right hand to left knee, Try not to twist the body before. Try and keep the body facing forward, the face facing forward, definitely. The chest facing forward as we do this. Left hand behind you. Because the first thing we want to do is lengthen. And I lengthen, I'm indicating my sternum here, this is the heart center. That's where we're lifting from. And we drop the shoulders down away. So the chest comes up, shoulders drop down. See how my neck gets nice and long there? It's all an illusion. Inhale. And as you exhale, the belly comes around to the left. You're keeping the face forward as long as you can. Inhale, lengthen. Feel that crown lifting up. And the ribs are coming around on the out breath. The inhale is always lengthening, sitting as tall as you can. Then finally, the shoulders coming around to the left, dropping the shoulders down all the time. And you're looking behind you. So you've got hold of that left knee. You can hold on to it. Drop the shoulders down. Keep the head on top of the body. And you just keep that other hand. The left hand is close to your back. So you should be able to have it in contact with your back. You'll feel more supported that way. Every inhale, lengthen. Drop the shoulders down. Every exhale, see if you can just move into that space that the body is allowing you. The space that's being created through that out breath. Breathing in. And on the exhale, untwisting slowly to the front. Just get luxurious in your practice. Have a little bit of a wriggle around. Feel your body. You're starting to feel a bit more spacious, a bit more fluid. Right hand comes behind. Try and get that hand close to you. This is what I mean when I'm saying that. I mean, it's just onto my fingers. It's not right onto the palm, because then it keeps me sitting nice and tall. See that? Little detail, but sometimes that helps. Left hand on the right knee. Lefts and rights, always a problem. Lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down, back of the neck long. Feel that brightness and aliveness. As you exhale, the belly's coming around to the right. Inhale, lengthen again, drop the shoulders down, long neck. Ribs, chest, shoulder. Inhale again, and finally on that last exhale, we're just turning our head, and the eyes and the nose are looking behind us, dropping the shoulders down, sitting tall. So you'll feel this in your abdominals, you'll feel this in your back, you'll feel it in your chest, neck, and breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, moving into that space that is opening up slowly. Inhale one more time, and untwist slowly to the front. Have a little wriggle around. Okay. Then take the hands in front of you. So for some people, that's just fingertips. It all depends on the flexibility in the spine and the hips, and that's great. Or it might be the hands, or you might be right on the floor. You know, it's you can't see anybody else, so you've got nothing to compare it to. You've got me to compare it to, but that's not a good idea because I've been doing this a long time. So we take the hands as far as you can, then anchor them wherever that is. And then you're just going to drop the back. So you might find when you take the hands forward, your sitting bones come off the ground. Well, that's good actually, because then it means you can really sit the sitting bones back and drop the head down. So we're just opening up the back, breathing into the back, and then you can sigh out through the mouth just to feel that releasing breath in through the nostrils. Drop the head down to release. Head might even be touching the ground. For some of you, that's not required. And then walk the hands back up. So we're going back and front all the time, side to side. We're evening out. Take the hands behind you, and the fingers are pointing forwards. And then we're just going to open up. So we did a forward bend. Now we're going to do a backward bend, or think of it as a front opening. That's a much nicer way of looking at it. So you lift from the chest. Yeah, just use side shot. Sometimes side views, it's interesting to see. See how it's just lifting from there. And you don't need to throw your head back. You can just look up at the ceiling, keep your chin slightly tucked in. So it's maybe not a bit too much for the neck sometimes. Good, and then release. Good. Thinking about the neck, I don't want to miss the neck out. It's really important. So extend the right arm up on an inhale. Take the hand to the back of the neck. See how my fingers are going around to the left. That thumb is pointing down the middle of the back there. So I'm in effect I'm holding the left side of the neck. And then let that left arm flop into the lap, nice and easy. Inhale. As you exhale, feel the chin falling to your chest. And just let the upper back relax a little bit. And then you'll find, particularly holding this side, is then you're still breathing nice and easily in and out through the nostrils, just turning the head so that you're looking towards your left knee, pointing the nose towards your left knee. So you see you're supporting this left side of the neck, holding it, but we're not gripping, we're just holding and reassuring, dropping the shoulders down all the time. So in effect, what we're doing here is really lengthening the left side of the neck, but with ease, with the breath, with care. Be very careful with the neck. Move slowly and supported with the breath. Long, slow out breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Slow the breath down. Now use the inhale, so you make sure you inhale as you lift your head up. It just gives that supportive feeling, and release the neck. See how that feels? Feels different? Yeah, it definitely feels different to this side. So we do level it up now, reaching up through the left. Take that hand to the back of the neck. You'll see the fingers are just around underneath the right ear there. And just keep holding gently but firmly. And the thumb is pointing down. Almost, you can probably, I can feel the vertebrae on my neck there. Let the right hand just drop in the lap. Inhale. As you exhale, feel the weight of the head. Let the chin drop to the chest. Let the back round a little bit. And just releasing, really releasing. It's all about release. Inhale. And as you exhale, just let the weight of the arm fall a little bit so that your head just turns towards your right knee. My nose is pointing towards my right knee. I'm dropping that right shoulder all the time, naturally lengthening through the right side. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale long through the nostrils, all about the breath. You are supported all the time with your breath. It's an amazing ally. Good. Use the inhale to lift your head back up and then release, and then see how it feels. Good. Right, we've been crossed legs for a little while, so let's just stretch legs. If when you stretch your legs out, you feel like, oh, I'm hunching forward, sit on a cushion or a block or something, that's fine. Rolled up blanket. And the toes are going towards the ceiling, if that's okay. You know, some of us might have slightly bent legs, that's okay too. Which we just modify to suit us. So, hands on the knees. Let's give the knees a little rub, why not? Sitting nice and tall. So really lift the chest, drop the shoulders down. So we're nice and open across the chest here. We're going to do our little stirring up the energies. You can, if you want, take the hands in front. If you feel a bit more adventurous, maybe. But I'll show you both. So inhale, feel that length going to the crown. As you exhale, we're keeping this steady and still. So we're not bending in the spine. We're coming forwards. Leading with the chest is a good idea. And then around to the right. So in effect, you see we're drawing a big circle. Exhaling, coming forwards. Inhaling, leaning back. We're holding onto the knees. Or if you are holding what I like to think of as a big spoon, this is our cauldron, then you make sure you keep this nice and open. Rather than this, it's this. Always lifting here and creating space here. But still the same thing. So you can choose here or here. Exhaling, coming forwards, using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Inhaling as you lean back. Exhaling, forwards, inhaling, exhaling. So if you've got the big spoon here, you're trying to get to the edges of the cauldron and get all the crusty bits back in. Yeah, good. And then coming back around and coming and resting at center for a second. We're going to go the other way because I always think evening out and balancing things is important. Just take a moment. Inhale through the nostrils. Let's release through the mouth. Yeah, let yourself really feel your breath in your body. So other way now. And actually on this way, as I often do, we're going to do the Bremari breath, which is a humming bee breath, which is actually simply humming. But the additional focus is really feeling that how it resonates in the skull, that sound. And you can always close your eyes. So you have your hands here or here. Again, keep the chest open, shoulders down. So you breathe in, and then all the out breath is hum. We're going left around to the left and going back. Okay. And when you come to the end of your hum, just breathe in again. Humming, very enlivening for the system. come to center. See how that feels. So good to make sound. Notice. Just bring the knees up now. And hug the knees. Hug the knees. Let the back round. Just let your face fall to your knees. Just hugging yourself. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. Give yourself a sigh. Make it audible to yourself. Good. And we're going to come into this cosmic egg. So take the hands around the fronts of the tops of the shins there. Lift the chest. So we've been rounded. Now we're going to do the opposite. So this is going to require a bit of abdominal power. Not so much. But taking the shoulders back, neck nice and long. So shoulders go down and back. Chest is lifted. And then coming onto the toes here. And then letting the toes come off the ground. So we're in this little floating cosmic egg. And you can close your eyes and just feel that sense of being a little egg floating in the cosmos. Yeah, breathe in and out through the nostrils. Just enjoy that sensation. I can just feel myself kind of rocking tiny little bit on my sit bones, making sure you're not sitting back on the sacrum, but sitting forwards onto the sit bones. Requires a little bit more effort, and then we'll release. And it feels good to release, right? So stretch the legs out on the ground, bounce the knees up and down a little bit. That feels good. Do some things on the floor now. So we extend a little bit of effort here, a little bit of abdominal effort. It's always good to make a bit of effort because it feels really good when you stop. So we extend towards the toes, keeping that tension, but the tension is not in the breath. So we keep the breath coming in and out through the nostrils continually, whilst we keep the tension here. It's like we're stretching towards the toes all the time and slowly lowering the back down, breathing in and out softly. Keep going, make that last bit of effort. And then when your back is on the ground, when your head is on the ground, let it all go. Flop. In through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, feels good to do that. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And then we're going to just bring the knees in and hug the knees. Have a little rock and roll. Just easy. Let's take it easy. But we're, there's a difference between relaxation, real relaxation, and kind of just numbing out. Very different things. Real relaxation, it's active. It's conscious. We're consciously relaxing, making space for ourselves rather than distracting and numbing out. That's common. It's sometimes appropriate, but we try and make some space for real relaxation. So let's draw a circle with the knees now. So with knees staying together, hands on top of the kneecaps. As we take the knees away, we inhale through the nostrils, and as we bring the knees in, we exhale. But we're drawing a circle with the knees, and we're drawing a circle on the ground as well. You can feel that. Make sure the head is on the ground. We're supporting the whole, the back and the neck on the ground. And we do this in time with our breath, and we're doing the movement smooth and steady. Maybe it's a bit faster than me. Maybe it's a bit slower. That's okay. We're trying to slow and deepen the breath, preparing ourselves before we come into the Yoga Nidra. So we're just de-stressing the system, calming, becoming more conscious, more aware, noticing when our mind wanders off, and we just bring it back. We keep bringing it back. Let's go the other way. If you want to, you can let go of the knees. If you want to do a bigger circle, you want to let really escape the hands. So you can do that. You can try either way. It requires a little bit more awareness in the abdominals there, but that's up to you. Still breathing in and out as you take the knees away. So you're making space for the air, so it makes sense that you're inhaling. As you draw the knees in, you're exhaling, you're squeezing the breath out. Just enjoy that. Draw the knees in. And let's just give the hips a bit of freedom in a nice freestyle way. So we take the knees apart, take the hands between, and take hold of either the ankles, the feet, or if you can, get the first two fingers hooking around the big toes. This kind of feels fun. And this is the happy baby. So be like the happy baby and just have some fun. So you can do the traditional kind of rocking and rolling, this is the happy baby, or you can play around, experiment, maybe straighten the legs, or maybe kind of move, see what movement you can make here. If you're holding the ankles, you can change that around. You can see how that feels. You can rock and roll. See what movement there is in the hips, in the knees. Yeah, just playing really. And allow yourself to smile at yourself. Feel your kind of child self, child body. Yeah, sort of interested and curious like a little baby. Yeah. And then we take the knees again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. And then do a little moving bridge just to get the spine awareness and also relax. So bring the heels close to the buttocks. There's space between the feet. They're about hips width apart and they're parallel, the feet. I know it's difficult not being able to see them. But if you reach back, maybe you can reach your heels there. They're just behind the buttocks. Hands flat down. Stretch the fingers down to the bottom of the mat. Long neck. Chin tucked in. Now as you inhale, you can draw up the pelvic floor. Actually, that helps sometimes. So inhaling, lifting the back off the ground and rolling down the spine on the exhale. So I'm starting very small. And you can do that too, you know, rather than kind of coming up in this huge kind of back bend, just creep up on yourself because we're moving in and out. It's kind of nice just to find that. Where's my breath go to? And then just breathing out. Close your eyes maybe. Keep that chin tucked in. And as you inhale, really feel the breath is lifting your back. Really feel that. And as you're breathing out, just rolling. See if you can get each little vertebrae. You need to sort of tuck your tummy in to kind of really get that roll in the base. And if it helps, it will help. You can draw up your pelvic floor as you're coming up just to support that movement. Also, just take note, little side note, keep those knees an even space. So you need to use the thighs to do that. Inhaling, exhaling, keep the chin tucked in. In addition, if you want to, I know some people prefer this, you can move the arms as you inhale and reach them up above the ground. And then exhaling, bringing the arms forward. If you are doing this, it's an extra mind, something for your mind to do, because you're trying to match the movement. And obviously the arms have got further to go. So they need to move a little bit quicker than the back. So that's a little bit of a coordination, which requires the mind, which is good. Gives the mind something to do. Because if you don't give the mind something to do, then it can, well, all sorts of things can happen. They can get a little bit out of control. I'm going to go into rumination and unuseful mind habits. So we give the mind something to do. Okay. Letting the back rest for a moment. Again, hugging the knees. We're almost there. Just do a couple more things. Have a little rock and roll. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Take the feet a little bit further away from the buttocks now. And wide as the mat. Let's have it around there. Take the hands out to the side. We're going to do a little easy spinal twist. And the clue is in the easy. This is a great twist. If you want to start doing yoga at home, start with this because you're bound to do it because it feels good. Inhale. Nostrils are made for breathing. Exhaling through the nostrils, let the knees fall to the left, the head goes over to the right. You've got a lovely spinal twist using the inhale to lift up the head and the knees. Exhaling, the knees fall slowly down to the right, the head goes over slowly to the left. So we're moving as slowly and mindfully as we can. So the mind does have a job to do. You know, it's trying to coordinate the movement to the breath, that way around. The breath is in charge here. We try and really get the breath in charge as being the focus in our yoga practice. It will support us. When we do this more actively and mindfully in our yoga practice, it starts to seep into our lives. You'll find we're a bit more aware of how you're breathing, particularly in, you know, stressful moments. And, you know, you can use breathing practices to support you in all aspects of life. But it takes practice. So we bring it more powerfully into our yoga practice. You can do this with your eyes closed. I mean, really, it's good to do it with your eyes closed. It's just you can feel what's going on. You can feel that beautiful twist, that spiraling in the spine. Let's go one more either side. So wherever you are at, we'll just go one more either side. Try not to speed up. I know when it's like coming to the end, everyone starts speeding up. But see if you can stay in the moment, stay present with whatever's happening. Finishing now, lifting the knees for one last time. Maybe just slide the legs away. Take the arms above the head, give yourself a full extension. Bring the legs together and point the toes. Breathe into the whole body, feel the length of the body and just really invigorate one last time. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll just move the feet just to get that front and back of body contact. So inhaling, pointing the toes, still extending the fingers above the head. Exhaling, pushing the heels away. You can see that movement. So it's not just the fronts and backs of the feet. You can feel that in the ankles and into the shins and calves. I can feel that. And actually it starts, I can feel this in my thighs and also feel this a little bit in my abdominals and my back. Really engage and then disengage and let it go. Let the arms just relax on the ground so they might start bending a little bit. And relax the legs, just flop them in and out. Just remind them, give them a little shake on the ground. Inhale. On the exhale, through the nostrils, lifting the arms up through space. Slowly, slowly coming to the ground, either side of the body. So we're going to begin our Yoga Nidra now. So the position traditionally is Shivasana, the corpse posture. So we're almost in it. I would take my feet as wide as the mat, let the feet fall out to the side, and take the arms away from the body, the palms facing the ceiling. Modifications for Yoga Nidra, I would say, put a little cushion underneath your knees. That's a great thing because it really relaxes the back. If your neck is in this position when you lean back and you can't get your chin in, it's to do with how your neck is positioned. Then place your head on a folded blanket or a very small cushion, not anything that's going to bring your neck into this position. This is no good for Yoga Nidra. We want the spine in line with the neck. I know the neck is part of the spine, but and cover yourself with a blanket, get cozy. So if you haven't got a blanket close to hand, go and grab one or a shawl or just something, put socks on if you find that's more restful. Whatever feels good to you, cover yourself. It feels more, even if it's warm or you feel warm, you may well cool down during the practice. So just take a few moments now just to get comfy. Put my scarf to get nice and comfy. Actually, I'm just going to put it more like this. Okay. So you've got time to do all your blanketing and cushioning and whatever you need. So we're going to practice Yoga Nidra. And it's not all just lying down and falling asleep. Yoga Nidra, the yoga of sleep, funnily enough, it's what we don't do is do like a normal sleep that we do. It's more of a psychic sleep. Very powerful and easy. That's a great combination. So all you have to do really is lie still and quiet. I know sometimes you can get little annoying things. You want to scratch and itch or move your blanket. Try and avoid that. Just try and notice if there's something coming up, like you're feeling a little bit of something that wants to be moved. Just see if you can watch that sensation and see if it passes. It usually does. I mean, obviously, if you need to move, but just see if you can challenge yourself a little bit. Ideally, we're staying still, which is why I encourage you to get very comfortable so that your body isn't distracting you during the Yoga Nidra. Eyes are definitely closed. And if you want to cover your eyes or turn your lights off, that's a really good idea. Less distracting. We are fortunate enough to be able to switch off that very powerful sense of sight so we can look at more inwards. And you'll notice as soon as you close your eyes, I feel more now. I can feel, I can sense I'm in my internal space. And all you have to do really is stay still, keep your eyes closed and listen to my voice. I'll be speaking throughout the practice, guiding you through. And you'll be safe and secure. And hopefully deeply relaxed by the end. So give yourself to this practice. Just hopefully now coming into a stillness. Any last minute adjustments, with the eyes closed. Practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. These are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness plus the level of listening. In dreams, you have no control. In Yoga Nidra, you are the creator of your dream. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. I will not sleep. And give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you are breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax, let go. Become aware of sound. Become aware of sound in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound, without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds in the building you're in, and then to sounds inside the room you're in. Sounds of your own body, your own breath, your own heartbeat. Now develop your awareness of the room you're in without opening your eyes. Develop and visualize the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of this room, this space, and become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Coming in and out of the nostrils. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Without trying to change the breath or interfere with the natural process. Just keep on listening to me and know that you are breathing. Breath coming in and breath going out. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. And this is the moment to make your resolve. Your intention, or what we call in yoga in the Sanskrit, a sankalpa. So maybe you have a phrase or sentence, something you're manifesting in yourself, something positively framed. So it may start with something like I am, I can, I will, or I have. And choose your words here, simple words, a simple resolve. And say that to yourself clearly, with feeling and awareness 3 times. We'll come back to this later on in the practice. So getting that clear and saying it to yourself, seeing those words, feeling those words. Now we begin the rotation of consciousness. where I direct you around your body, from body part to body part. And all you have to do is bring your attention to that body part, moving your awareness from point to point. If you wish, you can repeat mentally the name of each body part after I say it, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that part. We begin with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. Right buttock, left buttock. The length of the spine. Whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body. Bring your attention to the top of the head. Bring your attention to your forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. At the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between body and floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, elbows and the floor, back of the hands and the floor, buttocks and the floor, calves and the floor, heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Go on feeling these points clearly and distinctly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration, navel to throat and throat to navel. Don't try and force the breath, just awareness. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on, from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now switch your attention to the following sensations. Awareness of sensations of the body. Heaviness. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. Feel the weight of the body, the feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. Heavy body. You're feeling so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Lightness and levity. Awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. So light it is. Awareness of lightness. Cold. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on a cold floor in the winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Heat. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Pain. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Allow it. Investigate it. A feeling of pain. Recollect the feeling of pain. Pleasure. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling in your body, in your mind, and relive it. Allow it. Make it vivid and real and expansive. Awaken the feeling of pleasure, a real feeling of pleasure. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but don't become involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now with your inner vision, bring to mind the following imagery. Imagine yourself in a park in the early morning. The sun has not risen and the park is deserted, except for yourself. It is a beautiful park, calm and peaceful. Walk across the springy grass. Listen to the birds whistle and call as they welcome in the new day. There are gardens of flowers, roses, yellow, pink, red, purple. Smell their fragrance and see the early morning dewdrops on their petals. Nearby the rose garden is a fish pond. Goldfish swim in and out amongst the water lilies. See their graceful movements. You walk between trees, beautiful trees, bare trees, and trees with leaves, wide spreading trees, and tall, stately trees. There is a clearing between the trees. In the clearing is a small temple with an aura of light around it. Go to the door. It is cool and dim inside. Inside on the walls, there are pictures of great saints. You sit down on the floor, close your eyes, and become still. A sense of deep peace and harmony envelops you as the sounds outside fade into the distance. Continue your awareness of meditation inside the temple and stay there for some time until peace and harmony pervade. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, colors, patterns, images, symbols, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. But continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. In this dark, expansive space inside, bring to mind your sankalpa. Remember your resolve, your intention that you made at the beginning of the practice. And repeat the same resolve, the same words, and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savito Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dhimai Dio Yona Prashodaya. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Start to develop awareness of your physical body, your physical existence, your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Start to feel your body and become aware of the room and the space around you, the sounds around you, the walls, the ceiling. Starting to take your mind out. Mind becoming completely external once more. Just lying quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed. Just start to move the body gently. Moving the fingers and toes to begin, maybe the hands and feet. Breathing a little deeper, taking your time. Moving the arms and legs, giving yourself a full stretch, maybe hugging the knees, maybe doing whatever feels natural to you. And gradually waking yourself up. And when you're sure that you're wide awake, slowly taking time to sit up. And gradually, very softly opening the eyes, just readjusting the eyes to the space. Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. And the sound of the bell brings us to the end of our practice today. Taking your time, stretch, move, taking your time, slowly come up to seated. Look around your space, look at all the familiar things you love, things that are home for you. Feel a sense of the home in yourself, of being at home in yourself, or of the body. Remind yourself of this body, this life. appreciation for the body, gratitude for the body. And then we'll finish last little moment inwards by rubbing the hands, creating heat and energy between the hands. Get a bit of fire going and give that to the heart, placing one hand on top of the other, the spiritual heart. Close the eyes and just take a little moment inwards again. Just bring to mind anybody. This is maybe a person you want to bring into your awareness, maybe send them love, healing, or receive love and healing from them, living or not living, allies, friends, lovers, family. Just bring them into your heart and connect heart to heart, sending and receiving love and healing. So all the beautiful, vibrant energy of the Yoga Nidra is extending out into the world. We're not giving it away, we're just finding the space to reflect. Good. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. Great to be with you in this space. Thank you so much.